First, touch your toes. And while you're down there, go ahead and peel off your socks. Turn it inside out slowly. 3, 2, 1. Place your hands on the lower window ledge. Do not touch the glass.
Was you in there when Motor Mouth came down?
Motor Mouth, he didn't come. I don't believe he was there when I was in 46. When I was in either 48 or 4700.
How about Rockhead from Santana Block?
I don't recall.
What about Big U from 60s?
No, Big U hadn't come down yet.
Okay. Gangster from Santana Block?
I remember that name, but I don't know if I was in prison with him, because I do remember I was in Old Folsom with him.
Okay. Just asking some names that I thought would have probably been in there at that time. Either way, no big deal. So what else? I know it's some things you probably remember at that time that you could talk about.
Well, give me an idea.
Kev Mac video, you know, this is for sure. Kev Mac video, open your soul, represent your ghetto, baby. Kev Mac video, you know, this is for sure. Kev Mac video, open your soul, represent your ghetto, baby. For the dime moves and the lokes, for the 6-4s on spokes, for the OGs that did a dime, came back around on parole. For the homegirls with the scrap game, little homies that gang bang, from Pelican Bay to YA, rearrange your mind frame. Yeah, I know what you've been through, shit you had to go tend to. Your mama gave birth on the turf. I
was the founder. I created Conan Pocket in my mother's garage.
I had a lot of, lifting weights, and I was on swole. They start calling me Big Miz.
Kev Mac video, you know, this is for sure. Kev Mac video, open your soul.
This is only the beginning.
First of all, how long had y'all been beefing with Hoover?
Since about 1978.
Oh, yeah. So that was, that war was in full swing. Okay.
It was in full swing.
Okay. But damn, the 9-0s, would you consider a small gang at the time?
Absolutely, yeah.
Had y'all merged with the Western side yet?
I think, yeah, the plan had been put in effect, yeah.
And you still consider the 9-0 small at the time?
Well, I did, and again, coming from the Hoover side, the Hoover side was a little smaller than the gangster side. So I always did consider 9-0 small.
Did you know a lot of Hoovers since you came from that area?
I did.
And was it still on site, or some was like, no,
Well, at what point?
When you're in the county jail?
Oh yeah, it was. They seen me, hey, they tried to do what they do. If I seen them first, I did what I did. So for the ones who knew me, they knew it was on site. And for the ones who probably, hit me up or I hit them up, after that exchange came, the response was immediate. It wasn't, it wasn't no talking about it. It was immediate.
So Baboo was one of those names that they knew they wanted to get.
I don't know. I did what I did.
Right. So, Miz, how long you been knowing Big Miz?
Oh, I've been knowing Miz since I was young. I've been knowing Miz since I was young. That's my boy.
Was you part of the Hustler crew that he was a part of? No. Straight 9-0?
Well, yeah. That came before me.
Okay. Yeah, Miz is a little older than you. Did you know Space Ghost?
Yes.
You knew him well?
Yeah.
Okay. How about his brother?
Wack, yeah.
Before,
I didn't know him as well as Ghost, but I did know him before he passed.
You know the Crip walk?
I do not. I never knew how to dance at all.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah.
But everybody's so fascinated with Ghost's Crip walk.
He was the man on quite a few things.
Yeah.
He went, after 4700 got started, he went down there and continued everything. So, his name rang bells down there as well.
Yeah, Ghost is known for his hands without question.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Was they orchestrating fights when you was in there?
When I was there, like a lot of things that are just, coming into play,
Yeah, because the margin was still rather.
Yeah, so we were down there kind of like, we were really, 9-0 was kind of really regulating at that time, was fighting whoever, you had gangs who wanted to come in there and, no matter who it was, even though we were kind of like allied up and got along with each other, but we still had to go do what we had to do and let people know that, hey, we was a force to be reckoned with.
Let me ask you, okay, so when 4700 opens, they bring the blocks, the UGs, and some of the other gangs you named. Had it been established yet that you guys were, like it was common knowledge that you guys was anti-Hoover?
Immediately. I think everybody who knew 9-0s knew that. So, Bloods used to be like, y'all Crip killers. Like, what you want me to tell you?
Mm-hmm. But I mean, like, all of y'all though, like, all those, the UGs, the blocks, the neighborhoods was anti-Hoover. Mm-hmm. It was known fact then that Hoover was the common enemy?
Yeah.
Okay. Was the Hoovers a force to be reckoned with?
The Hoovers have always been a force to be reckoned with, man. But they had players just like 9-0s had players, just like 60s had players. You can't take nothing away from them, man. We had, some casualties on our end, as a result of them as well.
What was the numbers like when you was in jail? Hoovers versus 9-0s?
Maybe 10-1.
How about 8 trade to 9-0?
That was even bigger. Yeah, because I had grew up, man, with 6-0s used to always come to the hood. Ghost used to hang out in the 60s. So, matter of fact, Hucklebuck hung out. Mm-hmm. I remember when that little incident with Hucklebuck in the 80s. So, it's always been a little something.
Mm-hmm. How much time did you do?
I did a little over 28 years.
Straight?
Straight.
From the time you went to the county jail?
Well, yeah, I went to jail February of 85, and I didn't come home until March of 2013.
So you had a life sentence?
Yeah, 27 to life.
How it feel to be home?
Oh man, it feels fantastic, man. I'm out here, enjoying life, enjoying myself, making it go, doing a lot of nice things in the community as well,
Want to tell us about some of those things?
Oh, sure. I'm actually a grid worker now. I'm a mentor. I go into the schools, mentor students, and I always let them know about my life. The path that I traversed, and hopefully something that I've taught. I try to teach them not to walk in the path that I did. Let them know the ultimate consequences, for those actions, and hey, and how to avoid it, and also as well try to bring resources if they need it.
Did you have any family that died while you was away?
Oh yeah, quite a few.
Parents?
My father.
Was it hard on you?
Yeah, it was. It was 2008. Actually, matter of fact, I came home March 5th, 2013. My father passed away March 3rd, 2008. So nearly 5 years to the day.
Mm-hmm. You have any kids?
I don't have any kids.
Okay. And so who did you come home to? Brothers and sisters and a mother?
Well, I'm the eldest of 6. So all of my brothers and sisters are still living, and my mother, I came home. My mother she's still here, So,
that's a blessing.
Yeah, all the time.
How did she express her love for you coming home?
The first thing that she did, man, she gave me a big old hug, cooked me a big dinner, nice big dinner, and I stayed when I came home before I went to. Because I was actually paroled to Los Angeles, but I was able to go hang out in Fontana with my moms for a little while, for a couple of days, and before I went in and checked in.
Okay, that's cool. Yeah, that's a blessing. Some people came home without a mother, man. Yeah. In fact, a lot of people have. Mm-hmm. So what was the toughest prison you did time at?
Well, Well, I was probably one of the youngest prisoners when I went to Old Folsom in 1986, and at 19. So and that was a level 4, and I think back then they only had 2 level 4s, Old Folsom and San Quentin. Yeah. So that was I saw a lot of carnage there, and you know, it was there that, you know, I learned how the ropes in prison, man. You know, what to do, what to stay away from. I mean, that's where I got the heads up on a lot of things, man. A lot of things.
Let me ask you your perspective, or you know, what you witnessed as far as the BGF. When you got there, was they on the decline? Were they in the shoe? Were they on the main line, or what?
All of the above.
Okay.
The numbers were declining, and since you mentioned it, my cousin was actually a BGF, and when he found out that I was there, he was one of the ones who had got some of his comrades to look out for me, because you know, and again, you know, the 9-0s was really in. It was only like 2 9-0s at Old Folsom when I went, so you know, so still a lot of Hoovers and A-Trade gangsters, but you know, we got into a little situation where we were about to get into it, and they saw the numbers. They saw the numbers that were, you know, it was going to be a melee on the yard. So me and I want to say Boo from A-Trade Hoover at that time, we kind of sit down and we chopped it up and was like, hey, you know, whoever's, you know, whatever the 9-0s got going on, whenever the 9-0s and the Hoovers got going on, we're going to leave on the street. And you know, and a little peace prevailed at that point. But it was the BGFs who had taught me how to make knives, showed me where the pressure points were, and actually how to fight in guerrilla warfare tactics in prison.
Let me see, you're in Folsom in the mid-'80s, so it was on with the Mexican Mafia at the time.
Actually, I got there in '80s. I got to Old Folsom in December of 1986. That war between the Mexican Mafia had kind of maybe a year or so had just declined, and but you still have, you know, things that happen afterwards, whether it was with the Aryan Brotherhoods, with the UBNs, bloodlines, or you know, the Mexican Mafias, you know. So it was always something in the air.
You don't hear too much about any Crips having problems with UBN. Why not?
Actually, man, that's a good one, man. I remember my boy was one of the ones for the UBNs. I want to say Peabody, and you know, Peabody was real cool, man, and you know, he had a nice structure at that time, and you know, they and the UBNs were really on point, man, and you know, they were more actually when some of the Crips had got into it. They actually helped the Crips because the Crips numbers wasn't that deep. So, you know, they weren't just really like on some gang stuff. They were more on some, like, they were on their blood tip, on their thing, but they were also on some black stuff as well, if it had to come down to it. And Peabody and them made sure of that.
Was it any bloodlines in Folsom at the time?
It was, but not a lot of them. You know, it was, but not a lot of them.
So would you say that was a UBN yard that you was on?
Definitely.
What was the numbers like for the UBN, if you can remember?
Man, well, I could probably tell you more about it. Was maybe if 4 or 5 bloodlines was there, you know, that should tell it right there. But it was more predominantly the numbers for UBN, and they were pretty deep.
Mm-hmm. This is actually more informational than 4700.